radio show.
All right, so it seems that the king is doing kingship kind of things, and I'm gonna say that I may be liking what I'm seeing in this, but let's get into it.
No, I told you before.
All right, I like where they're going with this because I feel like society has now transformed dating into money. In other words, once you go and date somebody, you have to have a bunch of money, and it's like the essence of love is gone because the essence of love has now become money. It has become transactional. You know what I mean? Gone are the days when you have your girlfriend and you and her go out and eat ice cream and that was the date. Y'all just went out and y'all ate ice cream and that was it. In Jamaica, we'd go to a place called Devon House and we'd just eat ice cream and that was a date. Or you went to a movie and that was a date. Or you went for a walk and that was a date. Or you went to the park and that was a date. Gone are those days.
$20.
$20.
This is actually very, very nice. If he's doing this, I think that he's going to beat Iman if he does this. Because the truth of the matter is, Iman is just doing money. And I like that. I love this for Delicia and I love this for Iman. Because all that nonsense that Wayne has been talking about spending a bunch of money on women is just facetious. Like, Wayne's thing of saying that is his love language, is giving a woman a bunch of money, is one piece. But if you don't give a woman love, then I don't know. And women can, hey, go ahead and push back at me. Go ahead and push back. But I just think I'm safe at saying you could give a woman all the money in the world and she still go out and go get another man. Yeah. I've seen it too much time in this world that I've lived in that I just believe that you need to be, throwing a bunch of cash on women. I've seen it too many times. See, this was what a date was back, then. Like, it was a date. You actually went out and you guys did things together. It was about the moment that y'all were spending together. It wasn't about anything else, but I feel like dating has now transformed into this big event of transaction where, you have to send the woman, you have to sell her $5,000 to the hair and nails and whatever else you think that she's doing. Then you have to go on this particular date that costs $5,000, and by the time you're done, you spend 10 grand, and you spend 10 grand for just about nothing. Like, it's an overspend and an overreach, and you don't get for Nora at all because now you've spent so much money on her that all you're thinking about is, all right, am I going to get a return on my investment? Meaning, am I going to get some pum-pum? So it's about the pum-pum, and it's not really about the date. Anyways, let's run into it. Let's go. There's nothing like riding, your bike and going through the breeze. There's nothing like it. But hey, I could be wrong. Maybe ladies are telling me that them don't like this. Let me ask you ladies out there, would you like a date like this where, all y'all did was just ride your bikes? Could this be a good first date? You know what I mean? Where you just ride bikes basically and go to the beach. Could this be a good first date? This is where I go in terms of if I'm going to date you, this is my type of stuff. Me taking it to a restaurant and spending $3,000-$4,000 and I don't even know who you are. It just don't cut it for me. But again, you have women who, if it's not about the money, then what else is? Where that king can tell me that these jellies not cost more than $20. No. Hold on. Ain't no way King can tell me that the jelly them don't cost more than $20 because we are now in an inflationary place. You know what? I could be wrong. You have people on my channel that live in Florida. How much it is to rent 2 bikes? That's number one. And how much it is for 2 jellies? More on that answer. What is the cost of 2 of these jelly? How much would you pay for one of those jelly if you were in Fort Lauderdale or Miami Beach? I know me have people that live in the Fort Lauderdale area, and I don't think me think the $20 finish on those 2 jellies, so there's no way me think him spend more than $20. But nonetheless, it's not as much as I thought. So hey, alright, cool.
Hey girl, do you like my touch? Can you feel it when I clutch you, baby? Yeah.
Alright, so I think I'm back to my point again. I think Delicia is going to like this guy more than anything else. Because what does Iman provide her? He provides her with being stuck in an elevator, $15,000 per month, and then she plays second fiddle to Shayla. Right now we're seeing King and her alone. And I think that King is going to take away Iman's girl. Now, as to how Iman reacts to that is going to be interesting to see, but I think King has his hands on the pulse at this point in time. I could be wrong. But I love where they went with this, where it was a no excessive cash kind of date. Even though Shayla and Lauren is telling her that she must get a bunch of money, which, look, again, I don't know if that doesn't. It looks like it does something to some women. It looks like the cash piece does something to some women. But if you're really looking for a husband and you are just looking to get some money, I'm not sure you're going to find the husband that you want, because he will realize that money is the way that him can talk to you. And if I can just give you some money and that's basically it, it's going to be tough for you, because I'm going to just see you as the girl and we just need to give some money. That's about it. But I want to get your opinion on this. Give me a take. Do you think King have him hand on the pulse? Do you like this style of dating? Can we go back to these levels of dating? Give me a take. Like, share, comment, subscribe, talk to y'all soon.